NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
11 MT. Here we go.
Quickly to the air is Burrow. Throw right side, pulled in by Higgins. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down. You look at this Steeler defense. They were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you create those great mismatches, throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward.
So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10.
11.
Now Burrow. And Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. And it's Tommy Wh0aTV, the one who got in there for the sack. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Gun.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. 3rd and 5.
Here we go. 11. Right 80.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, they clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that and continuing to let him throw the football.
That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring your running backs back in the block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
12. 11 MT.
To the air again, Burrow. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches.
Right 80. 11 Thomas. 11 Mighty.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense. And they were there to help force the incompletion.
11, mighty.
They'll run on third down with Brown. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Chase Brown with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. On third down and short and everything well executed, he not only gets the first down, Charles, he gets the touchdown as well.
And you see the defense commit to the run so often in these situations. But there's always that little bit of hesitancy, isn't there, partner? Thinking that they may play action you. They took advantage of that hesitancy and found their way into the end zone with a running play.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
They're on 35-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go, set. Go.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. So already trailing, Charles, they opted to try to take a shot on their first play from scrimmage. Obviously, that one didn't pan out.
Absolutely not. And how about the momentum that's being created now? You score, you take it away, big return. You got a chance to go up 2 touchdowns here early in the game. That'll feel great for their team.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Able to find Higgins. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with second and a couple.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Stop. 180. Stop.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
They certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Down to the 25. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
From the 25, here's a second and 8. Now it's Burrow. Throw left side, complete to Chase. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Let's get set. 180. Right up. Stop.
Burrow will throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First down. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
12, 12, 12. Here we go. 180. 180. Stop.
This is Brown going up the middle. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they come up now second and goal.
Here we go. They can. Stop.
From the gun, a give to Brown. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Here we go. 11, 11, 11. 180. Lights up. 11, mighty. 11, mighty. Dot.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned teams down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
10 at the 49-yard line.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. This one into the hands of Metcalf. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. At the
They're going to look to throw. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Dexter Lawrence busting through to get him for a loss of 6. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, yeah, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football, not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process. 1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
The Steelers send out their punter now. Charlie Jones deep for Cincinnati. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Can.
An inside give, Brown. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there. Now they'll be looking at a third down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Let's get set. 11, big 13. Big 13. 12. Shot.
Here's Burrow. Ball tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
first down carry by Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Ready?
3rd and 12.
19 tight. Let's go now.
They'll drop the throw. And that is incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield, and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And to the 43, so down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Intercepted. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Pistol to give to Jones. And he'll bring this one inside the 35.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Again, it's Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
switch it up here and look to throw. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. These two teams hooking up for the second time this year. They first met back in October, Week 7. And it was the visiting Steelers who came away victorious, so they'll look to claim the season series with a win here in Pittsburgh. 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. They'll find Metcalf. And down inside the 15 he goes. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. 2nd and 15. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Back to throw. And it will be intercepted. And the Bengals are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they'll start from their own 5, so you'd have to imagine they'll stay conservative. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Looking to put a drive together. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 53 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 36. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
They went right back back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
This is 2nd and 8. Back to throw here. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Dexter Lawrence able to record his 5th sack of the season. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Well, he's going to go for it all. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through. And that one winds up no good.
Now it's Burrow. Oh, it's complete. A diving grab there by Brown. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
On 2, ready? 11 mighty, 11 mighty. Here we go, here we go. 11, right 80.
Burrow looking to pass. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
11, 11.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hey, can.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 28. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
1st and 10 at the
Here we go.
28-yard line.
11, right 80.
Now Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they're in a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 12. Right 80.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. Made his first. This now from 42 yards out. McPherson's kick is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now and 13-3. So the lead extended. I think at this point you say, hey, defense, take us to the end.
Well, if I got some good music to put to that, I could have a good country hit. I like the way you expressed yourself there. I think the offense has done enough so far. But like you say, if your defense is only giving up 3 points, it makes it a lot easier to settle for field goals on this side of the ball.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Options galore here, second and a few inches. They'll go again to Jones. And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield. But it looked like the Steelers weren't able to recover, and they will indeed hold on to the ball.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Open man, there's Darnell Washington. And he'll go down, but not before getting us inside the 30. A good pickup there at 22. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
At the 28-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Let's go now.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Going across the formation, he finds Fryermuth. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A nice throw there by the young rookie from Penn State, and it's a 1st down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Let's go.
Now Jones. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Ready?
Now back to throw. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Darnell Washington, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. The extra point up and good. And the lead down to 3 at 13-10. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Gun.
Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
On 1, ready?
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Here we go.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, 49 yards. And the Bengals will add to their fourth quarter lead. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a two-score game here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team is playing, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
34-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. Able to find Gray here. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 12 yards that time, but a Pittsburgh first.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll be touched down to the end, but a big play on that one.
That's how you flip field position. What a play right there. That nearly went the distance. Credit this defense for not giving up. They get him down just short of the goal line, but the damage is done. It's going to be first and goal from an ideal position.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. Dowdle will score. Touchdown, Steelers. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Burrow going to get this out to Chase. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
11 MT.
A gain of 16 yards.
Here we go.
And the
11.
Bengals first down.
Right 80. Right hot.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. Past the 20. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. T. Higgins, 49 yards. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Hook the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 75 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with it.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
They'll set up to throw. And this one's incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter, and find their way open.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Steelers first down, and that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give them a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Looking to throw. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
They'll drop to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
It's now 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6. Touchdown! Michael Pittman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So they got their touchdown, now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
What may seem a little unorthodox to some people, got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase His 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. As his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Steelers 24.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
A 6-yard pickup.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's 2nd down. They'll look to throw. They'll find Metcalf.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. DK Metcalf, 53 yards. And the Steelers have got it back to within a score. They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So they got their touchdown. Now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that one. They needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
11 MT paint. Here we go, here we go. 180. Shot.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Throw right side, put in by Higgins. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now, this is a quarterback that's already in the top 100 all-time in passing yards, but that last throw going to move him past Roger Staubach on the all-time list. Roger Charles at 22,700.
Don't forget, he also won 2 Super Bowls, played from 1969 to 1979. And I would dare say Rodgers' numbers would be larger. But remember, he had a commitment to the Navy. A graduate of the Naval Academy. Back then, you had to serve your 5-year hitch before you could go on and join the NFL.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Here we go. 180. Shot.
Throwing now is Joe Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And now fall incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Here we go. Big 13. Big 13. 12, 12, 12. Stop.
Now it's Burrow. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. That's now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year. And McPherson on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
41. Steelers 31.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. This is 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete.
Just a difficult situation to be in here in the final minute. Down 2 scores, you know you need some providence from somewhere. They're going to keep firing away till the end, but this one falls incomplete.
Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he will get out of bounds here to stop the clock, but not a huge pickup there. 6, maybe 7. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Daxton Hill picks it off.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides.